Hi everyone, I've been asked to ask a question about life purpose and how we can each identify a life purpose, whether we have a life purpose, things like that. I have received a lot of information previously about this question that I've kind of typed out, but I'd be interested to see what comes from asking the question now. And I'm actually going to ask the question of GOENGA, who I haven't formally introduced you to yet. He's introduced himself to me as my father guide. Arumba's more been the one dealing with exercises for me, although he has given a lot of messages, but this kind of question tends to come, the answers tend to come more from GOENGA. So I want to see if we can get a response from him. So let's just see. So sorry I haven't had heaps of videos up lately. I don't get a lot of time by myself. So when I do, like I've now got everyone's in bed and even my husband is reading in bed, so he's kind of out of the picture, so I can have a crack. Okay, let's see what happens. GOENGA, can you please help us to answer a question about whether we each have a life purpose on earth, and if so, how we identify that life purpose, or anything that you can help us around that topic. Thank you. It has been some time between our chats, Alicia. Thank you for connecting with me and asking for me to provide you with some guidance around these big questions for you on your earthly planet. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Every soul that comes to earth has a life purpose, a purpose that has been chosen by that person when they were in spirit. Before they came into their body, they determined what their key learnings would be in their earthly form and what their key experiences would be in their earthly form. However, this does not mean that everything in life is predestined. There are certain experiences which has been embedded into the soul's life journey in the earthly world, but when you take the human form, you are given free will. You are given free will to be able to choose how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, what you spend your time doing. The question is whether in your human life you have been able to live your life purpose, identify your life purpose, and if you are able to live on the path of your life purpose. Unfortunately, many people do not identify their life purpose, or they identify their life purpose. They know what their unique skills are. They know what makes their heart beat with strength, but they choose not to follow their heart. They choose not to follow their purpose. They may not realize that they are consciously making this choice. So, yes, every soul before it comes into the human form will identify key learnings for their particular spirit and what will assist them to grow. And in their human life, they have the opportunity to identify and live their purpose. To help you to each identify your purpose, then these are the questions which you should ask yourself. In the human world, you have to deal with something called money. You are in the earthly plane, so there is a monetary requirement for you to live in the world and to provide for your basic needs. However, particularly Alicia, in the place where you live, the basic needs for you are met very readily and very easily. However, what happens and what we see is that people get caught up in acquiring, obtaining more things, more things, more things. Once you have your basic needs provided for, if you were able to not think about monetary consequences, if you were able to think beyond monetary consequences, if you were able to live a life without monetary consequences, what would you do with your time? How would you spend your time? What are the things about you in this world that are your skills that you are able to bring to this world, which are unique? Each person has a unique gone. Thank you, GOENGA. Thank you. I look forward to listening back to that. It's pretty much along the lines of similar things that you've shared with me. Sorry that we weren't able to continue that conversation, but we will continue at another stage. I hope that this helps not only my friend Hayley, who's asked the question, but also for anyone else out there who's interested in these topics. Sending you lots of love, Leash.